Switching over.
Oh, I thought the countdown was the switch over.
Oh.
Right, his mic.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. It is another fantastic Thirsty Thursday here on the Sammies and Beer podcast. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you are new here, I am Matt, one of your co-hosts. With me, as always, is Thomas. Thomas, hello.
Hello, everybody. If you are new here, that means you're actually watching. That means we actually have a viewer. So welcome. Nice.
And with us today is our special guest. If you play video games, you've probably gotten killed by him on Fortnite. He is the world's OKS streamer, aka Grant. Grant, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm just happy, really happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this for weeks now. And weeks. I couldn't sleep last night, but here we are.
Showing us all up with his camera and his setup. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, it makes us look bad.
I know.
Made my bed.
I didn't. Did you see me push everything out of shot? It is what it is.
It's good stuff.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna spend the day. We're gonna talk some with Grant. I've got some surprise stories that I want Grant to tell us, as well as we're gonna talk about what Grant does for a living. But before we get too deep into that funness, we start our show the same way every Thursday, and that is with our shot ats and shots for. So, Thomas, is it your week to go first, or is it mine?
It's yours now, Matt.
It's mine.
I gotta pour mine.
All right. So my shot is going to be... I'm going to start off with my shot at. Unless, Grant, guess if you would like to go first. I don't want to be rude.
I want to see how you guys handle this, because mine is... controversial, maybe.
Oh, that's what we want. That's what we're here for. So,
perfect.
my shot at is going to be to people who post for drama. And what I mean by that is people who put something on Facebook where you have to engage because they are extremely vague and want you to get sucked into their world. And I want to get sucked into your world, but I don't want to talk to you that bad. So, fuck you. Post what you want to say or don't post anything at all.
Give us the full story or don't. Go fuck yourself. Got it.
And that shot was brought to you by a screwball can once again this week.
Nice.
So, gentlemen, who would like to go next with their shots at?
I would. I can throw one down.
All right.
Fuck. This one is near and dear to my heart. It's a shot at. So, as we all know, I have a sordid past with Queen Elizabeth herself. Sordid past. And this is a shot at her son, King George. He's doing an awful job. I wish the Queen didn't die, and I would still absolutely bag that baddie. So, here's to you. Go fuck yourself.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Grant, I'm not going to lie. You got a tough act to follow there. We're talking about bagging baddies with the Queen, so...
I should have gone first. Dang. All right. Well, mine, it's not something that's necessarily near and dear to my heart because it's not something that keeps me up at night. But every time it's brought up, it does tend to make my blood boil a little bit. So my shot at is anyone who believes that female athletes should get paid the same as male athletes. And there's a reason I have this on behind me, some women's basketball. But I have some statistics here. So, Women's World Cup, Men's World Cup, women's soccer is much better than men's. I don't know if you guys know this.
Yes, they win a lot more.
They win a lot, and I respect that, and I watch it. But men's soccer makes a ton more than women's soccer. And it has nothing to do with how good they are compared to their competition. It has to do with how much money they are bringing in for the sport. Okay, so we'll go to the biggest stage in soccer, World Cup. Women, the whole World Cup brought in $131 million total. A lot of money.
It is, yeah.
The men's World Cup brought in $6 billion. So I'm all for like people getting paid the same, but it doesn't make sense if one's bringing in $6 billion and one's bringing 131 million. Where's the money going to come from to pay equally? And that's the way it is in all of the sports.
Now,
women's basketball, everything.
Did you hear Matt's proposition for women's basketball? I think we should, as a country, move forward with this. Actually,
what's this?
We are going to completely eliminate women's basketball, and we are going to replace it with professional women's volleyball.
Oh yes, I did see this.
Yes.
I did see this. Yeah,
it's going to make a ton more money. We're all going to games. Like I'm going to probably have season tickets.
Well, that mean,
and not even for the pervy reason. Like I enjoy watching volleyball.
That is one of those sports where I think women would bring in more money than men's.
For sure.
And I'd be arguing the exact same thing for that. If men were like, well, I want equal pay as the women, no, bring in more money.
Yeah.
So it has nothing. Okay, I started off wrong with like, it has nothing to do with female versus male. It has to do with the money that's coming in.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
So that's
business.
it.
Just so
It's a
happens
business.
that they make
It's money.
less. I personally can't say this is the longest WNBA match I've ever seen in my entire life. Just being here with you in the background.
It's a replay of college basketball. That's how committed I was to this Shots 4.
to bring up a replay.
There was a reason it's on in the background. I love
That
it.
was so clever.
Oh.
Is that a pickle jar you're drinking out of?
Yeah. It is. It's 100% a dill pickle jar. It's the only like jar that's large enough for the amount of alcohol I consume.
Okay. You had me, you lost me, then you had me back.
I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you one of these,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have my wife put your name on it too.
Perfect, and I will never not use it.
Put OK a streamer specifically.
Yes.
Make it like a gift box. Thank you for being a guest on Sammy's and Beer podcast. See, I'm
Fair
drinking
enough.
out of, I bought these for like $10 and I love them.
It's just
Do you refill that, or is that?
Oh yeah. No, I refill
Okay.
that. It's orange
Okay.
Kool-Aid. It makes me look healthy, but it's fucking Kool-Aid.
and tell them your rule with how much sugar you put in Kool-Aid.
You just pour until it tastes good.
I can't argue with that
Just
logic.
get the bag and you sprinkle it in like you're seasoning a steak. You just seasoning it. You're just seasoning the Kool-Aid. You get in there and you just fucking bag it in. It's fine. Tastes delicious.
That's fair.
I drink 2 quarts of Kool-Aid a day, I think, right now.
That's how much you drink
A
per day?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, it's delicious.
That's a lot of sugar.
My pee's
Holy
clear.
fuck!
You're
It's because your kidneys are fucking shut down. They're overloaded with sugar and just fucking.
It's fine. Now, will I be diabetic in 10 years? Maybe, but as of right now. Okay, but we're...
All right, we're going to move on to our shots for. Before we do that, I do need to give a shout out to Dan. He's playing attorney in the Twitch chat. Dan, we appreciate you stopping by and listening. So there's Thomas. There's our one listener for the day.
Is it... we know Dan, don't we?
I think so.
Yeah, Dan sounds familiar. Did he come back? Dan,
I think so.
You fucking man. Dan's my man.
So now we've got our shot for. My shot for is going to be to all the hardworking people out there who are actually. I'm going to change this up because both of you represent our Department of Defense. Here's to you boys and all of our military out there. Cheers.
Cheers. Well,
I didn't say it though.
facial hair.
I didn't say it.
Thanks, it makes me uncomfortable.
Hey, but my pleasure.
God. No. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what you're trained to say. That's what you're supposed to say. Oh God, shot 4. Actually, no, that one's kind of lame. This is a bit of a tough one. I've only had an against, so I'm gonna have to fucking wing
You
it.
can just take a shot. That's
This is the shot for me because I'm not happy with any of you motherfuckers right now. None of you have done anything to impress me. This is just mediocre work. Grant's doing great right now, but he hasn't earned the shot yet. He might get it next week. Grant's doing great, but salute, fuck you guys.
Well.
That goes out to the whole world, everybody, all of them.
My turn.
Your turn,
All right.
sir.
All right, so mine, Thomas won't be able to relate to this, but mine is for also the brave men and women in the upper Northwest who clear our streets of snow, because right now it is difficult to get around in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I'm very grateful for those people who do what I would not do, wake up any earlier than 7 a.m. to go outside during a day like today.
God bless.
Now, just so everybody's aware, Grant is not taking shots. He is chugging seltzers for us because that's just, he does what he does, and we appreciate him for it.
I've been there when Grant takes shots.
I-
We have some good memories.
I actually kind of want to, instead of a shot, we should shotgun a beer. Like, I don't think that's a bad idea at some point.
It's, in the future, I don't have any beer right now.
Yeah, I only have 16 ounces in glass, and I don't have a beer bong.
Just get a straw. You just get a straw and turn it, and it vacuums the
They're
air
like,
in.
they're loggers. I'm not going to shotgun a
It's
logger.
so heavy. You're going to throw up.
Oh, yeah. All right, so Grant, you
Yes.
are for work. And we're gonna kind of want to start off nice and easy, before
I
we
want to
get.
start off nice and easy. First of all, he's very handsome. We need to bring attention to that. Look at that. Just the fourth Hemsworth right there.
I got
Keep
a
it in
lot
your-
of sleep last night.
Keep it in your pants, Thomas.
I'll see you after the stream.
So actually, I've been thinking about this for a while, and the first thing that I wanted to bring up is because you had a viral video about 8 or 9 years ago, actually probably 10 or 11 years ago. Is that right?
Whoa, wait. It depends on what. Hey, what website are we talking about?
This was an appropriate website.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. That narrows it down then.
But you had a viral video. Does something like that ring a bell? When it was you showed it to me, but you had found out that you were going to be a dad.
Oh, it was actually a picture.
Oh, was it a picture?
That went viral. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we're so old that pictures used to go viral instead of videos.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Is this the time that I'm supposed to explain what happened there?
Yeah. Tell us.
I've never heard this story, so I'm kind of down.
This was great. He sent me the picture.
Yeah. So, just found out that my wife and I were pregnant, and we were trying to figure out how to tell the world. Hadn't told anyone, not her parents, not my parents, not friends, not family. And I might have taken it upon myself to do it without letting her know. So, as you know, one of the stereotypical things to happen when pregnancy is upon a woman is for them to get sick.
Yes.
And my wife was in the restroom being ill, and I took a selfie of me with her hunched over the toilet in the background.
Okay.
And I got the thumbs up with a big old smile. She wasn't doing so hot. Took the picture, and then posted it on Facebook saying, "We are pregnant."
Are you two still together?
No. Not. Maybe there's correlation to this. Maybe she
I
held
don't
on
think
to it
so.
that long.
I don't
Maybe.
think so. I don't think so.
That's a different story altogether. But so I put this on Facebook. I mean, within our friend group and everything, everyone thought it was hilarious. Everyone was really supportive, and that's what it was meant for. It was meant just for people that we knew, because they knew us. They knew that it was going to be funny. She even, my ex-wife, she took it really well. She thought it was funny. But somebody took that and put it on Reddit. And that's when things blew up. And not only was it on Reddit, but it was on, I believe it was on the Chive. I know the Chive was big.
Ooh, the Chive. Wow.
Yep.
Did you guys know the Chive is still big? Like, they have their own channel that you can watch strictly at Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, I've seen that. Yeah.
Kids' favorite thing to watch at Buffalo Wild Wings. No, like...
that should be your goal here.
It's just to have the podcast streamed at
on
Buffalo
Wild Wings. That is the end goal.
There's a TV with our logo on it. It just streams the podcast.
Just reruns, or maybe you're just live, like 12 hours a day. I don't know.
If Buffalo Wild Wings pays for it, we'll die by like in 5 years with the drinking. We'll be dead.
We don't need you to pay us. We just want you to supply the alcohol, which is probably you're gonna.
I'm gonna say they're gonna lose in that situation.
Lose money.
Exactly.
I can't remember the last time I went to a Buffalo Wild Wings. Fuck. No, I want to.
2 days ago.
You don't. There's way better wings elsewhere.
I don't get wings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
There. I just lost our Buffalo Wild Wings sponsorship.
I get the wrap.
The wrap?
Yeah.
What?
It's like the
chicken
like
wrap.
strips in the wrap.
Yeah. You get lemon pepper strips in the wrap. It's fucking delicious.
I'll just have to believe you on that one.
Yeah, I would say like that's like they're known for. It's in their name. Like,
yeah, but I'd rather go to Pluckers or Hooters or we have 1,000 places for wings.
Buffalo
Wing
Wild
Daddies.
Wraps.
Buffalo Wild Wraps.
Also, their mini corn dogs are fucking to die for.
I don't think I've ever had anything besides wings.
Missing out. They got good food.
They have good French fries.
Yeah,
I really like their French
That
fries.
too.
Buffalo
Get 'em
chicken
to-
fried sandwich.
Get them to put some shredded cheese over their French fries and then cook it. Get some cheesy fries. Delicious.
All right. Grant.
Okay.
Anyways, I got torn up. I
Oh,
got
I
eaten
bet.
alive on Reddit. Like, people were just bashing me. Like, ooh, didn't know that you could also have the child. Like, because I said we are pregnant. Well, but now if I put that, then they can't say that in today's day and age. But back then, 2011,
Wow.
yeah, you bet.
I mean, guys still can't have babies, even today.
We're gonna go down that road right now.
We're not, but we're just gonna state
You
facts.
should have seen the episode where I was telling Mormons to go fuck themselves for about half an hour.
Yeah.
We really don't care.
Thomas, I did forget to mention that Grant is Mormon.
Oh, perfect. I knew it.
Wait, I am.
Knew it.
There was a reason I brought him on. I was hoping for this
It was
tension.
an intervention so we could fight about Mormonism. I saw
It's like a
South
blood
Park.
test, and that's not true.
I saw South Park. I know how Mormons actually work. All right, I saw it.
Yeah, they wrote a musical.
Yeah,
It's called The Book of Mormons.
Yeah, they read out of a hat.
Yeah.
It's great. Well, that's fucking hilarious. The only
Yes.
time I've gotten any kind of internet famous was on accident because I posted my dick on Twitter.
Whoa.
I didn't even know it was in there. I didn't even know it was in the picture. Took a picture of my cat and it was in the reflection of the mirror.
I don't
was
know
in
if
the
I believe.
reflection?
I don't know if I believe that.
It was my sister had the makeup mirror and it was in the reflection of the mirror to the mirror and it's just dong.
That is incredible. I feel
Was
like
it? Was
you
it one of those?
staged that.
Was it one of those magnifying
It
makeup
was,
mirrors?
bitch.
He 100% staged that shit.
Took him 50 tries.
I was like, why does this picture have so many likes? I guess people like cats.
He
Then I looked at the
disappointed.
comments.
You disappointed women for years with that picture, didn't you?
I definitely got a date to a lot of different things because of that picture.
Yeah, you were a genius. It wasn't an accident. You're just a genius.
I wish I was a genius. But that cat's still alive. He's still with me.
Was it Cheeto?
No, it was Mr. Kitty.
You have a cat named Cheeto and then Mr. Kitty.
You can't give a cat a serious name. It's not allowed. You can't
I
name your cat.
I
like
actually
Frank.
had a Mr. Kitty growing up as well. So
See?
one of my like 300 cats though that I had growing up in the country. So, but that's one that I remember. That was one of like the 5 I remember.
Outdoor cats. We picked these ones. We were like, I want you. You're coming with me. By the way, Grant, I have a dog now.
What kind?
He is a miniature Australian Shepherd, and I rescued
I
him.
love Australian. Oh my gosh, yes.
He's a very good boy, very well behaved.
He's the goodest boy. I approve.
Thomas, I think you need to tell people what happened today and the karma of it. I think that needs to be told. I don't know if you're comfortable telling that story.
It's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to give it the most unbiased opinion ever. No, I'm not. I'm not going to tell the story.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, I will say I am pissed though, because as you guys know, as gamers, Sons of the Force came out today. No,
I only knew because I saw that you were on it before I got on here.
Me and Tyler, our buddy Tyler, have been waiting for like years to play this game together. Right? Have been fucking waiting, and we get on right before the podcast, and it was like one thing after the other. We played for maybe 10 minutes because shit just kept going wrong. My laundry finished. Someone walked in the house. Tyler got a phone call. Tyler's refrigerator started leaking. My fucking internet went out. The power went out. All this shit. I was pissed.
So I do. Yeah, that's not fun.
That's
But there's
Matt
plenty
basically
of time.
saying, "Go fuck yourself. No one cares."
Yeah, I mean nobody does.
That's
like
I was just had to get a grievance out.
that's fine. I get it. But we do. So Thomas, you and I actually owe our friendship to Grant.
To Grant?
To Grant. Because
Explain.
explain, Grant.
Explain.
So Grant and I started working together.
Oh,
And,
in a roundabout. Okay.
Oh, 100. No, this is 100% fact. Like,
Yeah.
you and I started working together, started talking about video games. You invited me to play video games with you one night because you were desperate and needed anybody, and I happened to be anybody that night. And it's always awkward, you know, when you invite a work colleague, you never know what kind of a person you're going to be, and you're really opening a fucking can of worms
You
at that
warn
point.
everyone before they join.
Yes.
Hey, I work with this guy. He's a
Yep.
nice guy.
Just be cool.
Yeah. I don't
Yep.
know what to expect. I don't know if he's good.
I've got some stuff to say on that later for you, Grant, that you're going to appreciate.
So I started playing with Grant, which Grant led me to his group of friends with people that he's played with. Talty, Andy, O's dog.
All of them besides O's dog hate me, by the way. Just all of them.
Talty doesn't, and neither does Andy.
I thought they didn't like me.
No, it's just
It's just one.
It's
just one.
It's just one still.
just one.
We don't
just
have to
one.
open that can of worms.
Yeah,
It's okay.
And if he's watching, we love you, and we will come visit you when you get back to Iowa. And
I
good
mean,
luck
they
with
will.
your
I don't
baby.
think. I think you'll shoot me on sight if I try to come visit you in Iowa.
But
We could play Halo together, though. I got you.
but yeah, I mean, we all started playing, and then through that group of friends that we played with, was how you were friends with O's dog, and I was friends with O's dog, and we started playing Warzone together at the start of COVID.
We did when I was super. It wasn't the start of COVID. It was quite a while after, because that's when I got back from my deployment. Oh shit! My headphone unplugged because I reacted too fast.
We can still hear you.
Deployment.
Yeah.
COVID
But-
deployment.
But that was, I mean, had Grant not taken a chance on this beautiful face, and invited an awkward coworker to play games with him, which, you know, I mean, it was really brave of you because I focus on not talking to people at work. Like that's a pretty strong focus that I have.
It's hard when I'm sitting next to you, though. Like I'm
It really
the
was.
closest person to you.
Yeah,
And
I feel
you
bad.
were
I feel
tasked.
bad for you with that.
You were tasked with teaching me your ways as well.
Yeah, I also feel bad with you for that. So, like,
Obviously, it didn't work because I got
it
fired.
didn't. Yeah, well. So, I'm gonna bring this roundabout back now, and
Actually,
we are gonna...
I do have a little bit of
No.
something. I kind of want Grant's opinion on. So we were talking about how you're playing with coworkers, right? You know, happens. We're both reservists. You're a reservist, right? Or you're in the guard.
Guard.
Basically the same thing. Okay?
Yeah.
So you know the lines between officer and enlisted are a lot more blurred when you're in this kind of position.
Yes.
I have several officers in my unit that I play Overwatch with all the fucking time. And my buddy, active duty, he he comes to play with us, and I had to have that conversation with him. Like, dude, right, they're my coworkers. Be cool. I didn't explain how they were my coworkers. He's like, oh, because he thought it was just my EMS job. I was like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. And then even while we're playing games, I'm like, hey, Captain Heck, I need you to do this. And he's just like, wait, what? What the fuck did you just say? He thought it was the weirdest thing that
Yes.
I played video games with my. He's my OIC, actually. Great guy.
Dude,
But-
I've played video games with one of the officers in my squadron, and I never thought anything of it until you said something right now.
Yeah, you're not. It's like.
Yeah. It's a different world. Different world.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Matt, you can say
Well,
this.
Oh, but at the end of the day, we're all people, and that's like you want to create lines and stuff like that at work, but I mean, even the boss has fucking video game needs and fucking itches that they need to get out, and
Captain Heck is the best Overwatch player I've ever played with. By the way.
oh yeah, I don't even like playing with him because he's so fucking good.
It's fucking ridiculous. I think he's Masters Division. He has to play a Smurf account to play with us.
Yeah, like he's on like his third one too.
Yeah,
because he keeps fucking leveling him up too high.
It's crazy. Old dude, like in his mid 40s, ton of kids, kills it. Whatever. All right, so Matt, do your segue.
Yes, we're segue.
Segue.
It's funny, you can actually just say that to people if you're ever having a conversation and you want to talk about something different. Like, so speaking of video games, and then just talk about something completely different, and people will not say anything. It's a little trick I learned in the car business. People would ask me, like, so what about this? And I'd be like, so speaking of the price, have you seen the third row seat? It works.
No.
Does it?
Show me.
Yeah.
People have to be stupid.
Let's not talk about that. Grant, I do really want to learn and talk about what you do for work, because you tell us what you do, because I'm gonna try and fuck it up. So
Gosh, I've been doing it for 5 years now, and I still don't know the best way to describe it. But title, land surveyor. If any of you have been driving down the road and see people out there with like a tripod and what looks like a big camera on top of it, that's what I do. The best way I can describe it is that you have your engineers, your architects who put plans on paper or onto a computer. I take those plans and I lay them out onto sites. So a construction site, I actually visually and physically put those on the site for construction companies to build whatever they need to build. The other half is I do topography. So I go out to uncharted territory that hasn't been developed yet, and I do a elevation map of that area, whether it's with a drone or with GPS.
That's fucking awesome.
I like it. I get to be outside 90% of the time, which right now sucks. Right now it sucks. But the rest of the time, yeah, it's great. I love it. Air Force is actually kind of what got me into it. So
And you're CE for the Air Force, right?
yes,
Got it.
yes, I am.
So you're the guy I call and then I never get a call back for. From.
Probably. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
and also, funny story about Grant Grant, how old were you when you went through basic training?
I was 30 years old.
You were a grandpa in the flight. I love that. We had one
The
of
oldest
you.
person in my flight.
We
Yes.
had one of you. We called him Pops.
That's
'Cause he was
hey,
so old.
yes. You say my name again? No, that's I was Pops.
How many times did you watch American Sniper before you enlisted?
That's why I did it. That was gonna be me.
It's
But
not
here I am with a
It's not before he enlisted. It's before he joined the world's greatest air force.
aim high.
Fly, fight, win, bitches. We actually have a bunch of patches that we got in trouble for at the unit because we made it fly, flight, go fuck yourself.
I can see why you got in trouble.
You didn't think you were going to get in trouble for those, huh? You thought
No,
that
I
would
knew.
work?
I knew. I rolled the dice. I went for it.
You rolled the dice? Like,
I
you
did.
didn't. Like, if you rolled the dice, you rolled a fucking nat 1.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that bad. I mean, my commander laughed. It's funny.
Everybody thinks it's funny, but everybody also goes, oh yeah, that doesn't work.
He
Like,
would-
we know you can't do that.
He just went, it's funny. Don't wear it again.
Yeah.
Got it, sir.
So, do you also, like, so you set, do you set elevations, or do you also, like, set boundaries for where, like, properties and stuff are as well?
Yeah.
Or is that something completely different?
No, I mean, see, that's the thing with land surveying. There's so much that goes into this category of land surveying. So, one day I could be flying a drone over a courthouse that needs a new roof on it. The next day I could be setting a boundary for a new neighborhood that's going to be going up in Baltic, South Dakota. Sharapa, large building here in South Dakota, has been kind of my baby for the last like year and a half, and I had to set control on each level as that building went up, and because everybody who's building the walls, the electricians, the plumbers, everybody needs to know exactly where they are on every single floor, and basically I set those control points so they know exactly where to put stuff within X amount of millimeters, kind of thing.
Damn.
So yeah.
And you do that with your fancy little swirling laser and I know you guys use like your fancy swirling laser that like if I know what I think I know, which I might, is that shoots out a laser and it swirls because it shoots it out 365, so that way you're standing in an area and you can raise and lower it to get it to the level that you want.
That is a laser level. I don't use a laser level.
Oh, you don't use one at all?
No.
Okay,
no.
okay, cool.
Well,
No.
then disregard,
Cool.
disregard like the 3 cat-related follow-up questions I had. Sorry.
So here's the best way to find out like where you are is if you have 3 different known locations that you can look at in any situation. So if you're doing like land navigation, if you can see 3 different known landmarks, then you should be able to triangulate and know where you are, right? So
Yep.
basically on each floor we have these targets around Sioux Falls on buildings that I can see from like half a mile away with my instruments, and it does a laser, like it shoots a laser at that target and then bounces back, and then I'll turn to another one, shoot a laser back at that one, and then I'll turn to a third one, shoot a laser, and come back to there, and then it knows exactly where I am because you're triangulating where you are.
I actually do know about that because of Seer. It's like a
You're
big
using
thing.
you're using the fucking Pythagorean theorem right there, motherfucker.
Trigonometry.
I know what that is. Fuck yeah, let's get it. Cool.
90% of my job is trigonometry. Thank God the instruments can do that for me, though.
That's fair. Shit.
That's it. Now everybody can do my job.
Yeah, I'll set a resume into the Great White North here shortly.
So
Perfect.
let's say, like, obviously most of the land and stuff like that probably most of the country has not been surveyed since we've had the technology we have within the last 20 years. Like my house, for instance, was built in like 79.
Oh, so
Obviously.
you were like 10, 11?
So my house was built in 79, and like they didn't have GPS, they didn't have all this stuff. So like, can we contract a company like yours, or is there like, how are there records of like boundary lines and things like that? Do you know that kind of stuff? I mean, I know you do a totally probably different area of things.
No, we do a lot of boundary recovery. And so, like in that situation, you do have property corners that are in the ground right now. There's property corners probably in Sioux Falls, like in McKinnon Park area that's been established since like Sioux Falls existed. There's probably property corners. It's probably like a wooden stake that might be disintegrated by now. But there's property corners that we can dig up. But here's the thing, you have to go to that area that we think it is, because we have plats out there that show like there's a property corner here, and then 100 feet this direction there's another one, and then you turn 90 degrees and then there's another one 90 feet that way. So what we do is like you said, GPS didn't have it. So as far as like exactly where they are, we don't know. But you use the angles, you use the distance, and then you go out with a locator. So basically a metal detector, and you try and find those. You dig one up, and then you shoot it with a GPS, and you get the exact location. And if you can get one, then you can get all of them. Because you just have to go towards that with that plat. You know that you have to go 100 feet in this direction to find the next one.
So there are, but what you're saying is there's supposed to be like exact plot points and stakes, like you said, like a metal detector. Like, so there's like supposed to be a metal rod, like dug in the ground to where the corner of my property is supposed to be.
Yeah. So in 1979, you probably have a 5/8 inch rebar on a corner of your property that represents your property corner.
So that explains the buried treasure I found when I was a little kid a whole bunch of times. That one checks out.
Did you actually?
As a little kid, I would dig in the yard a lot because it was like just like there was no grass. It's Texas. It's South Texas. Yeah. And I would dig up metal, and I just thought, oh, it's from an ancient civil. You know, you're a kid. You don't give a shit. I think if
it was a rebar directly vertical, then you probably dug up a property corner.
That's interesting. I didn't know that there was like that they actually stuck a piece of rebar in there.
Yeah. Yep.
And so if anybody is out there listening and is like, hey, I want to know, like me, I'm like, I want to know actually where my property lines are. Like, can I call a company like yours and be like, hey, come out and draw my property lines for me?
Absolutely.
What does something like that cost?
Oh,
like,
I have no idea.
No idea? Okay.
Well, okay. Here's what I do know. Is I get sent out for about $150 an hour.
Okay. How long would it take you?
To do an entire property corner or boundary survey is what they're called, for just like a house on a half acre or whatever, then it would probably only take me like 2 hours.
So $300-400, give or take, maybe.
I'd say that's pretty fair.
Not too bad.
Now, but that's my time on site, and then you got the time of the person that's actually gonna like draw up that plat for you, and which honestly doesn't take too long. But so you're probably looking at like 3-4 hours of work total. So yeah, I'd say like $400 or $500.
Okay. I've always kind of wondered, you see your fences and stuff like that, and especially you're in Sioux Falls. There's established, and you see tons of videos on TikTok and stuff where they're like, oh, their fence line is here, and then we got it fucking surveyed, and actually their fence is supposed to be 6 feet back, so we tore that motherfucker's fence down. Fuck you, Bill. And it's like, hey, you still got to live next to Bill. Like, maybe let's go.
Right? Shut up.
What Bill do to you?
Bill could be fucking nuts. You never know what Bill's packing.
Yeah, like, pretty sure you step on Bill's yard once and he can fucking shoot you legally. So let's calm down.
I looked it up. It's
not.
It doesn't work.
Why did you look it up?
So I looked it up. So I looked it up, and you have to have clear and present danger before you can shoot someone on your property in most states, including Texas.
So here's what happened: is I threw a gun at him and I shot him.
Hey, catch.
I think if you ever saw the South Park episode, it's illustrated perfectly. Eric Cartman is talking to Token, the only black guy in the series, and he draws a circle around him in chalk and says, "This is my property." And then he asks Token for a fist bump. And the minute Token goes in for the fist bump, Eric shoots him because it's like, oh, he was attacking me. And that is a perfect example of how that works. Just an FYI.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you're welcome. A little law lesson for you.
The more you know.
But also, if you feel like you could possibly be in any danger, just pop one off. I mean, better be judged by 6 than carried by 12.
We at Sammy's and Beer do not condone any legal advice given on the channel.
Yeah, hey, I'm not a lawyer.
Do not represent.
If you want me to represent you in court, I can't say it's going to be good, but I can try my best. And I'll charge in beers.
You are better off with Saul.
Grant, have you been on any deployments?
Define deployment.
So
I know.
I was on like a year-long one. If
He was on orders for a year. Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, that's good money.
I was on the COVID response team.
I also was on the COVID response team. It was a lot of fun.
No. Yes. No.
Really?
Not at all. It was fun right away. I loved it right away. And then COVID got worse.
COVID got serious.
COVID got serious, and then we're working 6 days a week.
Did COVID get serious?
Yeah.
COVID got serious.
I had patience. If I had patience, it got pretty serious.
I had no patience with COVID.
I had ECMO patients. People hooked up to big ass machines. Like, it was pretty serious.
No,
Well, if you're going to bring up ECMO, tell people what ECMO is.
I'm not a doctor, but ECMO basically, let's just say it works as your lungs do, but in a separate machine. It's basically like a separate set of lungs that are connected to your veins and arteries that oxygenate the blood for you and pump it back in.
I don't know why you had to say you weren't a doctor to tell us the explanation of what
I could mess up parts of it.
He's not a doctor. He's not an attorney.
I'm not a
he
doctor,
is.
An attorney.
He's
no
a
legal
certified,
advice, no medical
He's
advice.
not even an RN. He's a certified nursing assistant.
And go fuck yourself. And I'm also not an astronaut. Not an astronaut. What else is my mom not proud of me about? I can't dunk. So
Funny story. Grant can dunk.
Grant, how tall are you?
6 foot.
But is he like Tinder 6 foot or actually 6 foot?
Tinder
Well,
6
probably
foot.
like 5'11"
He's Tinder 6
and
foot.
3/4.
So 6
He's
foot in
Tinder.
boots. Got it.
He's Tinder
6
6
foot in
foot.
shoes.
In shoes.
Any kind of shoe. I'm 6 foot.
Dude, boy has got ups.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I guess that explains the volleyball.
I'm losing it though.
You are
I don't
getting
think I'm getting to 35 able to dunk.
Yeah, because what was it? Was it your 30th birthday that you dunked on?
32nd.
32nd.
Was the last one I dunked on. I haven't tried since, but I don't know.
How long ago was that?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
That is something I will never experience. I just realized that. I will
It's-
never dunk.
It's euphoric. Like it's
euphoric.
We can.
it's
Hey,
hard to explain.
I will get like one of my kids' hoops, and you can dunk on that, Thomas.
I feel like it just
and we
wouldn't
can
feel
learn.
the same. There's no sore. There's no.
Yeah.
You know?
There's
I mean,
there's nothing like, especially like in an actual like pickup game of basketball or something where it's like competitive, like doing it and just everyone. It's just like slow mo.
when especially at like 6 foot, like you see a
Yeah.
dude that's like 6'7", and you're like, oh yeah, homeboy can dunk. Like they see you coming up the floor. Like when you told me you could dunk, I'm like, yeah, okay.
And
like,
I'm going to say what
cool.
everyone's thinking.
I could-
The white dude dunking.
Oh yeah,
The white dude.
like
That was the best part.
white man can jump.
That was the best part. Is like going and playing with people that you haven't played with before, and you're a 6-foot white boy, and then you drive the lane, and they're like, "Oh, here comes a little layup, little floater,"
Here comes a floater.
and then you just go up and jam it.
And I can see you just like knowing you, I can see you like going to yam it and being okay with missing like 4 out of 5 dunks and just power slamming that one dunk
Yes.
just to show people.
That is the story
you.
of my collegiate intramural basketball league.
Which, like, I can 100% respect that. Like, at 6 foot, if you go up to dunk and you miss 4 out of 5, but then just completely demolish the one, I'm gonna be so hyped. Like, I would be okay if you got ejected from the game for hanging on the rim at that
It
point.
depends on the order. If it's the first one's a success
Yep.
and the last 4 are fails, then I'm like, well.
Yep.
But if it's
Yep.
fails and then a success, then it's an underdog story.
Yeah, and you erase
Yeah.
everything else. Yep, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yep, that's true. That's a really good point there too.
In city league basketball, you get like teed up if you dunk, and I would just straight up tell the refs like, if I get a chance, I'm gonna dunk. Just so you know. And there was one.
Are the refs look at you like, sure, bud, cool, you go ahead.
There was a couple that were like thinking I'm joking, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna dunk it if I get a chance, and I'm not gonna hold it against you if you tee me up. Most of them, like, I did it, and they wouldn't tee me up because no one cares. You're playing in a middle school gymnasium that no one that represents that school is even there. But there were a few that teed me up. In fact, there was one that teed me up twice and threw me out because I did it. But he wasn't even mad. He was just like, I gotta follow the rules, and I'm like, okay. And I went and sat down.
Did you take your jersey off and like start yelling at him like, fuck you, ref, get the fuck out of here?
Get off your knees, ref. You're blowing the game. Yeah.
Like, I mean,
No, I did not.
that's a little
I did not.
disappointing.
I'm sorry, I know.
Although, I mean, you are too nice of a guy. I've seen it many a times.
Grant has always been nice to me, I will admit. We've gotten incredibly fucked up together. And
I don't even remember half of those.
yeah, I remember tidbits of, guys from not Compton, it was Chicago talking to us while we were playing zombies. And it was...
Oh, yes. That was so much fun.
It was like at 3 o'clock in the morning after everyone else went to bed. Like a whole
We were all best
bottle of
friends,
vodka.
like,
Yeah.
at the end of that thing.
Yeah, they were super cool. We were like, damn, you guys are good. Like, I don't know how I'm fucking seeing 2 monitors right now.
I got 2 guns, one for the each of you.
That was bad.
Good times.
So we're at the point in the podcast where we typically get to ask questions to each other. Usually mine are pertaining to asking fatherly figures that you two such are as in stuff, advice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice having the reverse role here. I'm not gonna lie, where it's not you and all your young friends. Not that I'm calling you old, Grant, because you are definitely not old. You are in the prime of your life,
Season.
and looking fantastic. But we're not with 21, 22, 25-year-olds. I mean, you did say you had your 32nd birthday last year. So, I apologize, Thomas. I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. This is usually the part where we ask questions. I don't actually have any questions for the peanut gallery today. I had a lot in the beginning, but Matt answered a lot of my questions, made my relationship a lot better, made my interaction with my nephews a lot better. So I'm pretty good. I do have a funny story in where my nephew built a box fort out of old moving boxes. Usually you see like a box fort, it's like this little piece of shit. It fucking circled a tree. He had sticks set up as like turrets. He had fucking rocks all around it for security. He used duct tape and staples. I was so fucking impressed.
Nice.
Just gotta say.
Damn, I need one of these.
So I might change it up a little bit, and we're gonna call this end of the segment. We could ask questions, Grant, if you have any questions about stupid things that young people do.
If you want to know what Riz means,
Although
I do actually. I somebody explained this to me yeah, we'll go back to that. But Riz, what? Just
It's
real quick.
it's the new swag, right?
Okay.
And it can be interpreted as like just having that like flirty sexual persona
That's
that
right.
brings
That's
them
right.
in. Yeah,
I haven't even heard of the word, so
you will. It'll come up. Riz has been coming up a
It's
lot.
basically like game.
It's
like,
game. It's game
Yeah,
for your
it's
general.
game.
Yes, it's game.
Oh.
I think Riz is
If
having.
you, if
game.
you got game, you got Riz.
You got Riz.
That's right. That's yep.
And it could be used
Okay.
as a verb. And like, oh, he just rizzed her. Like he rizzed her up. Like he spoke his game so much that she is about him.
Gotcha. Okay, well, cool. Good for you, kids. Well done. You've recreated the wheel with a new word.
It happens I had swag for my generation. You had game.
Yeah. So, what we're going to do now is, since we've run out of questions, because it seems to be a growing trend that we've run out of questions for each other because, our lives are obviously perfect and things are going exactly the way we want them to be.
My love life is.
Congratulations.
So,
Jeez.
we are going to play Would You Rather.
Oh, I like this.
So,
As long as it's not the duck and horse question again.
no. I'm gonna start off with this one. I thought this one was fucking hilarious. I saw it on TikTok. As you know, on this channel we talk a lot about TikTok and things that we've seen there. So, would you rather have 2 dick size nipples
Whoa, wait, hold on. We need to
Or-
bring out the average size of a dick.
or 1 nipple size dick?
Okay.
And
The dick
But-
nipples.
But what we're talking about, though, is when you get excited, your nipples, let's just go 6 inches. We're going to call average 6 inches. When you get
Actually
excited,
5. Don't worry, gentlemen. It's actually 3.
5, 3, whatever. When you get excited, we're talking bangarang. You got fucking 5 inches sticking off your
What
chest.
would be 5 inches?
Like, you've got a fucking beer can sticking off your
It's
chest.
like 6.
So everyone knows when you are aroused.
So everybody knows when you're
like
That throws in a whole
But
another curve.
Hold on. If it operates like a dick, you could wear a sports bra. Hear me out. You could wear a sports bra and you can waistband
I'm gonna
that
try
shit.
and hold that down. Do you know how much that would hurt?
Yeah, the pain that you're talking about right now.
You just waistband it. Oh,
He waistband up.
Waist-
you just waistband it. Wear a
Oh.
sports bra, waistband it.
Oh,
He's not wrong.
Instead, you just look like you have like a
Hoodies,
weird thing going on. Here.
sports bra, waistband it.
Yeah, you just waistband it. Because it's about this. I think this is the remote's like about 6 inches. I think.
so what we're saying is that nipple-sized dicks is
That's where
off
I'm
the
landing.
table.
No,
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Fuck that.
Like we're 100% about dick-sized
Now,
nipples.
I have seen a lot of long nipples before. I will admit, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Not long enough.
Yeah.
Not long enough.
Not. Oh, you're still looking for the perfect length.
I'm looking. I want a flat chest
I'm on
and
the
just
search.
a fucking nipple
Popsicle
hang.
stick. I want a popsicle stick nipple. Okay.
Thomas is on a crusade right now, looking for that freaking.
That you waistband it, right? That's not bad. You can work with that.
That's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna
So
hurt.
is it
But-
unanimous? Are we all on the same page
I
here?
think so. I don't think
Or-
anyone wants a long
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah, I definitely don't want a nipple-sized dick.
Okay.
Like,
If anything,
mean-
you can become a porn star because you're just dick nipples. Like
I can bang 2 bitches at the same time.
just with your nipples.
I didn't even go that direction with it
Just
until
with your
right then.
nipples, you're making
At
bank.
no point did I think of fucking somebody with my nipples.
You expose
But-
yourself first, right? And you let people know that it's a thing, but you hold off on the porn for like a year. And you let the offers build up. And then get the hype up so much that you'll get like $1 million.
This just
for
turned
one
into
video.
a business idea, $1 million business idea.
Just to fuck a lady with your nipples.
All right.
Anyways,
And is it dick if it's your nipple dick and not your real dick?
You gonna stick it up some dude's fucking ass?
Depends how much money
Did
they
you
offer.
get that much further with it now?
Depends how
Like,
much money they're offering me.
It doesn't. Like for me, it doesn't. Like there's no
Is
amount
it
of money.
gay? Is it gay? It's just your.
It's 100% gay. It's 100% gay.
Grant, is it gay?
I'm not gay, but $1 million is $1 million.
All right. So, would you rather lose all of your friends but keep your best friend, or lose your best friend but keep all the rest of your friends?
Fuck, because I. Shit.
I knew this was going to be so hard for you. That's why I specifically saved this one, Thomas. Grant, I don't know. Well, I think I know who your best friend is, but I'm not positive.
You know who mine is.
Oh, 100%.
But you know you're on the alternate end of that. Like, it's either.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave this between you guys then.
I know, like that's.
He knows.
I
Matt is one of my best friends.
no, I've never been on that category, and I never expected to be, nor should I be.
You are. You're one of my. We've talked to each other every day for like 2 years straight. It's just. It is what it is. Get over it. You're one of my best friends. But we all obviously know Gabe is at the pinnacle. So it's. Fuck.
I mean, at this point, just so no feelings get hurt, I feel like we should move on.
Yeah.
Like I was actually really excited for this question, and now I kind of feel bad. So, Grant, how about you?
To answer that one,
Yes,
I'd get rid of my best friend.
and have all the rest of your friends.
Yeah. But my best friend is not the person that you think it is, so I'd still have that guy too.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather? We're gonna lighten it up a little bit here for you guys.
Thanks.
And we're done.
You did.
We've gone a little deep. Would you rather have Danny DeVito or Danny Trejo play you in a role in a movie?
Danny fucking DeVito. Every time. Danny DeVito. 100%.
Oh yes, I'd be so honored to have Danny DeVito play me in a movie.
In any movie.
Anything,
Granted,
any
what
role,
they-
anywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. I mean, I feel like it would not only be an honor, but it'd be freaking hilarious.
It would be so
an honor.
funny.
And
Like,
I want it to be in a sexy movie too. I want him to be sexed up. There's going to be a Danny DeVito Speedo and oil scene.
Like
100%.
it's like the video documentary of like Ryan Reynolds played by Danny DeVito.
I would love that.
That's what I want. Like it's just Danny DeVito playing him the entire time.
So, I think the answer to that is we all absolutely love Danny DeVito. Danny Trejo, if you ever hear this, nothing against you. We absolutely love you. You've played a ton of amazing characters and done an amazing job with your career. We
I'm
appreciate
sure he'll
you.
be fine. I'm sure if he sees this, he'll be
But-
fine.
But when you get put compared
It's
to
hit on rerun and a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
all right, would you rather? This is an interesting one for you two. Would you rather spend a year at war or a year in prison?
War.
Or
100%.
That's kind of when I read that question. That was kind of where I leaned because it was like,
Well,
yeah, there's a chance of death in both.
Well, Matt, you
But-
see, in war, no one's trying to fuck you in the ass. So, for the most
which
part.
war have you gone to? I want to be there.
There's a small chance. It's not as big. That's my big thing. I would like to not have someone trying to fuck me. So, war.
I wouldn't say that's my main reason.
Also, you
that
get
I chose
paid.
war.
You get paid.
You get paid, and I feel like, I mean,
Make some good friends.
hopefully in those situations, like you're there because you feel like you're fighting for something.
Also, the chili mac is pretty good.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty good. I find myself
MREs,
craving
man.
it every now and then. I'm like,
I got a couple in my pantry.
God damn it. You fucking
For a
loser.
rainy day.
A rainy
All right.
day.
All right, last one here. This is the last one that I got that I thought was good.
Last shot then.
Would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds
Done.
or
I don't need to hear anything
Or-
else.
shoot tequila with The Rock?
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds.
Well, hold on. Can I have wine with the Queen? Can that be an option? Because I don't.
No. The Queen's dead. The Queen's off the table.
No, it would definitely be Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
And I hate
hands
gin.
down.
I hate gin. I love tequila.
I hate gin too.
Tastes like
You
soup.
could.
Like, you guys are so quick to like dismiss The Rock, though. Like,
Oh, he's great. Don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like The Rock and I would have anything in common.
You know when I was like, I'm not gay, but $1 million, $1 million. I'm not gay, but Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds.
What he said.
Yeah, that is the easiest would you rather that I've ever heard in my entire life. You're talking about TikTok earlier. You seen those where
Okay.
it's like,
okay, let's change it up then. Oh, did Grant freeze?
no,
He's just
no,
waiting.
I was just listening to you.
Okay, sorry. Let's change it up then. Would you rather sip gin just because I know that they've competed against each other? Would you rather sip gin with Hugh Jackman
Oh,
or shoot tequila with The Rock?
fuck Hugh Jackman. He seems boring. I'll take The Rock at that point. Go fuck yourself.
Are we
Wolverine.
singing The Greatest Showman the entire time that we're sipping gin?
I doubt that. I doubt that very much.
If I can do a duet of The Greatest Showman with him, then
Hey,
I'm in there.
first of all-
Otherwise, yeah, The Rock seems more fun.
Now a good one would be Kevin Hart in The Rock. That's a good one.
Kevin Hart and The Rock?
That's a
Okay.
good one.
But I don't know. They're both pretty fucking intense dudes, though. Like, I feel like we're going to take a shot, and both of them are going to be like, hey, I got to be up at fucking 3:30 because I got to work out at 4, and I got all this other shit to do. And it's like, fuck you. Let's go fucking drink till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Kevin
Like,
Hart don't do that shit. The Rock does though. The Rock does
You're
that shit.
you're
The
talking about
Rock-
Hugh Jackman, right? And The Rock.
well, he was bringing up Kevin Hart.
I brought up Kevin Hart.
And I feel like Kevin Hart would be that kind of way, too.
No. Now, is he
Hart
old?
works out.
Is he an old man? Kevin Hart's an old man. He'll be in bed by 9:30. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's a family man. Every
He
single
is.
one of his roles that he plays now, it has to show that he focuses on his family.
You know that he will actually cold open for a lot of his friends that are trying to make it as comics in his hometown. For them, he'll straight up go to their little rinky-dink show and open for them to bring in a crowd, and then they can listen to his buddy.
Really.
I think
fucking cool.
I respect Kevin. I feel like he's made some poor decisions in life, but he's really like
are they that
bounced
poor?
back. I mean, but like he's made decisions that have put him in the spotlight as like making negative decisions. But he's really rebounded and like shown like, no, that's not me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of celebrities do. We all make bad decisions. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, 100%. God,
I'm
I'm not a celebrity. That's
try
the
to
only
get
reason I
someone to-
chose not to be a celebrity is because of the poor
That's
decisions I
that's
make.
the reason. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
No, and there's celebrities that I would die to meet, and there's celebrities that I wouldn't. I could see them on the street and be like, oh yeah, cool.
What celebrities would you die to meet?
Robert
I'm
Downey
interested in
Jr.,
this.
Ryan Reynolds.
RDJ?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds? Okay.
Ryan Reynolds.
Not really The Rock. I mean, he's cool, but I wouldn't die if I saw him.
Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, those are the two big ones, though. I don't know if I.
That's interesting. That I'm really interested the fact that the two people that you guys are dying to meet are both dudes.
I mean, okay, give me the hottest girl on the planet, Alexandria Daddario, in my opinion. Love her.
Yes, that's my number one.
He knows who she is. Oh my god, Grant, we're best friends.
I was about ready to say, I was like, that might be my number 2 on people.
No, people.
Ryan Reynolds is up here still.
Yeah, it's just
Anyway.
like people were obsessed with Emma Watson, but I'm like, I'm alright. Or I don't know, Blake Lively. She's pretty, but she's married to Ryan Reynolds, so I'd rather just take Ryan. Obviously. So it's just.
I don't know. After watching, so obviously Daniel Radcliffe did all the stuff with Harry Potter. The funny shit that he has done since then, I didn't like him. I can't say that I didn't like him because of the Harry Potter stuff, but it was like, okay, you're probably going to grow up to be a douche, things like this. He has done some insanely funny shit.
Oh yeah.
After he's done Harry Potter,
He doesn't take a serious role anymore.
I would be totally cool with meeting Daniel Radcliffe. Like, I'm guessing that's a guy that you could fucking go smoke a joint with, fucking slam a beer, and go to the fucking strip club, and he's totally down.
You know, a white dude that you could do that with is probably Shia LaBeouf.
Ryan Reynolds?
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh. He's had way too many emotional issues. Like, I think he's a great at what he does, but
he's got to be neurotic.
Yeah. He's going to be one of those that you're going to have issues with. Like, you're going to get to the strip club and homeboy's going to go crazy and he's going to be in the bathroom with somebody fucking found an 8-ball and shit like that. So, and I don't need that kind of fucking smoke in my life.
You know who wouldn't pound
Shia
8-ball?
LaBeouf's our second viewer, so.
Oh, I'm talking too much about Daniel Radcliffe did 8-balls. It's all good. You know who wouldn't do that, Matt?
Who?
The Queen. God rest her soul.
I am willing to bet the Queen did a line or two in her day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there has to be perks if you're going to be in the spotlight and doing that much shit.
Elizabeth,
like, there has to be
I get it.
She fucking, I guarantee you, she did some fucking shit back in the 70s.
Hell yeah.
She ate some mushrooms. She did some acid. She fucking did. She might have had gangbangs for all I know.
She probably
I mean,
did.
And then there might be fucking 10 dead dudes that were a part of a gangbang out there, so that way nobody found out about it.
Oh, most likely. No one's going to live to tell the tale.
And Thomas would have
I would have
known
been
the outcome and still been a part of it.
volunteer number 1, bitch.
We're going to kill you after. I'm in.
They don't call me Queen Slayer for nothing, all right? Fuck.
Good times.
Christ. Well, boys, we are at time.
We are. It has been a fantastic Thursday. We've gotten a lot of great questions answered with our friend Grant. Grant, do you have any final words that you'd like to tell our listening audience?
The best advice that I can give is the same advice that I give my kids, and it's don't be sorry, be better. Oh my God. Thank you for having me, guys.
Damn,
I really appreciate it. It's been fun.
That hit me right here.
Well, that's
well, Grant, I gotta say,
lot more
you've been a delight. Your camera quality and soothing voice alone, plus your handsomeness, plus your WNBA in the background, have just completely sealed the deal on me wanting you here.
We've already discussed that it's not the WA in the background. It's a college rerun basketball game.
College women's rerun.
Literally even worse. Okay.
Like, it's not. But
at least they're getting a free education, which is much more. It has a lot more value than the money that
what the WNBA is making. I think they make about $14 an hour is what it averages out to.
Yep.
all right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Grant. We have loved having you here. Hopefully we can have you back on again and chat some more, because I would love to talk about your ace holes and what they do throughout the year. We'll just leave that teaser for everybody. Thomas, final words?
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for everybody for stopping by. See us back here.